Hello and good morning. Welcome to Lee with Love. So, and then in this channel, I always talk about the return of senders. Doing return of senders, it is to return the negative energies back to wherever they're coming from. Let me show you the ancestor money. Okay, when I started this channel, it was burning ancestor money. I was always burning the money. I was always burning the money because it's a way for you to get closer to your ancestors. So when you burn the money, let me see. When you burn the money is made for you to burn it. Is made for you to burn it for your ancestors. You honor your ancestors. I get it from China. It's made in China, manufactured in China, mass produced in China. Everything is done in China. And my purpose, like I would always get the money because I needed the ancestors with me because of all of the spiritual warfare I was going through, and I didn't have help. I didn't have the spiritual help that I wanted. So I was like, I need my ancestors. So I was burning the money because I wanted that connection with the ancestors. I needed that connection with the ancestors because I didn't have a religion. I didn't have support. So I was like, spiritually, I'm like, everyone, all of us have ancestors. All of us can purchase ancestor money because it's made in China, mass produced in China. Everything is done in China. You just have to inquire. I get it on Amazon. I get it on Amazon. So, and then it's just affordable for me on Amazon. There's other places you can get it at an affordable price. But for me, Amazon works. Just put ancestor money in the search bar and all different kinds of ancestor money pops up. It's a way to help build your connection with your ancestors, to build a stronger connection with your ancestors. Your dreams will be more vivid. Your intuition will get stronger. Your inner knowing, the way you know things, it's like you'll just start knowing things. And it's your ancestors. It's because your ancestors are with you. Your ancestors are real, and we all have ancestors. You just have to find a way how to connect to your ancestors. In the Spanish culture, we have Dia de los Muertos. That's the Day of the Dead. The Day of the Dead. So, we have our altar, we have our table for the ancestors. It's just for the ancestors. You put the picture there to remember the ancestor. You have your water, you have the food. The food is the ofrenda. So there is food on that on that table. There's food there for the ancestors. It is for your ancestors. It's a connection to spirit. We all need to have a connection to spirit. I have my aunt on the altar. I have important people on my altar. Like I have people that mean something to me on my altar. And I thank them. I burn the money and I thank them. I start talking. I'll be like, I love you. Thank you for being there for me. Like, thank you for everything just working out. Like, everything is working out. And I'll be like, thank you. Thank you, ancestors. I just want to bring more awareness to ancestor money because I know it is anyone all over the world can have access to ancestor money because it's made in China. China caters to everyone all over the world. There's no like they mail to everyone. But that's in reference to the ancestor money. I do the return to senders and I do the cleansings. I do the cleansings. The spell is broken, yo. You have no idea how it's like such a relief. Like the spell is broken. Like the spell is broken. Like all these people doing all this shit. Like whatever was going on, it was going on for years. But then I was going through things here with the courthouse, with my job. I was working in the courthouse, the Bronx Supreme Courthouse, and then it was people from what is that? College. People from college. I was like, yo, they don't even know me. Like, don't nobody knows me. I'm not in everybody's face like that. Like, I'm not. I'm sociable, but I don't like people in my space. So it's like you can see me and you'll know me because I'm from around the way, but we don't hang out. I don't hang out with anyone. But anyway, so it was the work. I do my return to senders because the work. So I'm like, oh, it's these people from fucking college. It's this job. It's this. Is that. And then it was people in Nigeria too. Like a lot of stuff happened to me in Nigeria, but I wasn't never in Nigeria. Never in Nigeria. But the people with I was connected. The only reason I was connected was because I wanted to get into IFA, and then I would connect to these people, but then they were fake people. They were not real spiritualists. It's fine. Like whatever work they were doing, their spells broke. Their spells broke. And when it broke, all I could remember was my person. Like I didn't have my person. My person wasn't with me. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get in touch with my person. And then I just been looking for them since. It took 2 days. It took 2 days. Like, if you want something, you gotta find a way to get to it. So I just had to find my way, and then it's communication. But it's like all of that was blocked for years, but it's because of spell work. Cleansing. When you cleanse yourself, cleansing is to remove negative energies from yourself, negative energies from your body, your mind. You have to control your mind. Talk to God. I didn't have nobody. All I had was God. Sit there and talk to God. Pray. God cover me. God protect me. God watch over me. And you keep going. You keep going. No matter what happens in life, you have to keep going because I lost that job. I went and I got another job. It's like I'm not gonna be with no job. Like I wanted the money. That's the only reason I had the job because I wanted the money. And then I'm like, you know what? I wanted to establish the nonprofit, and I wanted to do so many things, but I couldn't tell anyone what I was doing. That's how I achieved everything I wanted because I didn't tell anyone. When you start telling people your business and your plans, it doesn't work out. They block it. You can't even prove who's doing what. You can't even prove it. It's just like, oh my God, all this stuff was happening, and it's like I couldn't prove anything because it's spell work. You can't prove spell work. You can't prove anything. So then it just looks like you're crazy or you're going through things. But the only reason you're going through things is because people are doing things to you and they're attacking you and you can't prove it. All you can do is just keep pushing forward, keep moving forward, focus on yourself. Don't think about nobody. Don't worry about nobody. Keep pushing forward. I do the cleansings like sulfur. Sulfur is like a big thing for cleansing. Sulfur is used to eliminate, to banish, to burn all negative energies. Sulfur, but it says in a soap, it's like 10% sulfur. But they won't tell you the spiritual uses of sulfur soap. They'll tell you that it's used for acne. It's gonna dry your skin because it's used for acne. It's true, but then it's also good to remove the negative energy. So I use the sulfur soap too. So I have salt. Like after I shower with the soap and everything, the sulfur soap it removes the negative energies. I would use the salt. If I don't use salt, I use the eggshells, and it's to put myself in that protective barrier so no negative energies can affect me. And then I have the spray. It took time for this spell to break. It took time. It took dedication. It took consistency because I had to keep going no matter what. I had to keep doing my return to senders no matter what is happening in this life. The candles would be going crazy. They would turn black. They would start popping. All this stuff was happening, but I can't prove nothing. But this here is spell work. This here is candle work. This is what I do. I just use tea lights on this table, but I have another altar in my room and I use candles. I've always used candles. And I did the return of sunders. I started using return of sunders this way. I would just get the tea lights and I'm like, you know what? I could make these tea lights into return of sunders because it burns fast. It burns fast. It's like 2 hours candles. It burns fast. Once it goes out, I'll just light another one. This for me is I'm returning, I'm removing the energy from myself, right? That's what I'm doing. I'm removing it. The candle has no names. There's no names on here. It's energy. So I'm removing it from myself. Like that's all I ever wanted was to have this energy off of me, like off of me. I want all my blessings to come into my life and to be free from this energy. That's all I ever wanted. Like I didn't that's all I wanted. Like I didn't want nothing else. It's like just to be free from all this shit. Like all these people coming for me. I want to be successful in my business and it's gonna go international. Like that's what I want. That's why I created a nonprofit. Because it's in New York, yes, but it's a nonprofit where I can go all over the world. It's filed as a 501c. That means that it's tax exempt and it's trademarked. So Lead with Love is trademarked. So I did all these things because I know what I want to do with myself and the business. But I had to keep cleansing and I had to keep doing the return of senders and I had to stay focused on removing the energy. I'm like, this energy is gonna go away. Like I'm gonna overcome all this shit and all these fucking people. I'm gonna get all these people gonna go through hell. Like when this energy goes back to them, it's gonna be hell for them. People are gonna die. Like a whole bunch of shit is just gonna start happening to them because spirituality, everyone has a religion. Everyone has their own beliefs. Everyone thinks their religion is better than the next, you know? So that's why I'm just open-minded to all religions. I respect all religions and I have nothing to say in reference to religions and what your beliefs are because I have my own beliefs and I'm just a spiritual person and nothing is nothing is negative, nothing is bad in the religion. It's the people that are in the religion that make it bad for other people. So I can talk about the Catholic Church. Catholic Church is fine. But then you have the people that go to the church and they sit there and do black magic and then they want to go to confession. They want to confess their sins. Then they want to think everything is fine and still go to church and then act like they didn't do anything. But because they did a confession. So they feel like they're free from their sins because they confessed their sins. But you're still going to get karma for what you did. You know, you can confess your sins. That's what they say. When you speak your truth, you have to speak your truth. Because once you speak your truth, you free yourself. You know, the Catholic religion, it's like they take it like a joke or like a game. Like they can do all this evil onto others and confess their sins and everything is going to be fine. No, it's not going to be fine. Like you're going to go through karma. You're going to go through a bad time. You're going to go through a bad time, a difficult time because of the things that you did to someone else. You have the 10 commandments. You're not supposed to steal. You're not supposed to lie. You're not supposed to cheat. You're not supposed to do all these things and you know the commandments, but you still break them, and you go to confession, and you confess your sins, and you think all your sins are forgiven now, and everything is fine. You know, that's the Catholic religion. That's how they practice. That's why everybody does fucked up things, you know? You go to another religion, oh, you can't pray to saints, you can't do this, and you can't do that. You have to wear a skirt all the time. You can't wear pants. Like, everybody has their own religious beliefs. Muslims, you have to pray 5 times a day, and that makes you a good Muslim because you prayed 5 times a day. You can't show yourself, you can't show your body, you can't wear makeup, you can't do anything. It's all these rules telling you what you cannot do. You know, to pray to God is free. God is free. God is loving. God is caring. God is going to love you no matter how you come to him. He is going to love you as you are, you know? And that's why I just pray to God. I just pray. I pray. I thank him for life, like to be alive. I'm just like, oh my God, like I'm just happy just to be here and to overcome all these things. I didn't feel I needed religion because everybody has rules. They want to stick me with rules, and I'm like, rules. This is like I don't really follow. It's like I do my own thing. I do what I want to do. Like you can't make me do anything I don't want to do. I'm gonna do what the hell I want to do. But if I like you, then I'll listen to you, and I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll agree. But anybody else, no, I don't listen. And that's all it is. It's like you have to stay focused on your cleansing. If you feel you have any kind of negative energy on you, if you feel any kind of way, do a return asunder. Do a return asunder. Like take salt baths. Like take a bath with salt. Take a bath. Take your regular shower. And then just put salt in the wash rag, and wipe away from your body. Wipe away. That is wiping away all the negative energies from your body, and you rinse it off. And that's it. The splash, I make the splash. The splash has to be on your body. You cannot wipe it off. Like if it was to be used as a splash, like a, how you say, like a rinse or on your body, is like you're not supposed to wipe it off, and you're not supposed to use a towel. You're supposed to let it dry into your skin, and that's how it works. That's that. I was just talking because it's like the spells can break. You just have to stay consistent. Do your return asunders, because the return asunders are effective. They will help you. They will help you, and the spell will break. When it breaks, you'll cry. That's how you know it's broken, because you'll start crying. People will come to you. They're going to start coming to you, and you have to get rid of them. Get rid of them. Don't talk to them. Get rid of them. Block them. Delete them. Don't talk to them. That's how you break these damn spells. Like when they try to come back here, like we not friends. And what happened? Like I did start chatting. I just wanted to let them talk. Let me see like what they were gonna say. Like that's what it was, like a setup, right? Like they want to set me up. Oh, let me set this little fucker up. Like let them talk, so I could just see what they had to say. And once I see what they had to say and what they want, block, block, and then everything. It's like the spell broke. The spell fucking broke, because it was just simple block. Like, oh my God, like this little motherfucker did all this shit. He did all this shit to me. And I'm like, oh my God, like this little. I just thank God. Everything is broken. Everything is all right. I am moving forward and things are fine. It's not that bad. Is not as bad as it's not bad at all, actually. It's just good to be free from the shit that, you be going through all the things, and it's just good to be free from it. I know I'm getting chatty, but I'm just talking, like cleansing yourself and your body and your spirit, staying focused, staying consistent on cleansing. That's how you break your own spells. Return to senders are effective on returning that negative energy. They want to put all this energy on you. Do a return asunder. Do a return asunder, because it is going to send the energy back. It's going to go back to you. When these people start trying to reach out to you, you know what to do. You know what to do. You don't answer the phone and block. Don't talk to them. Like, oh, hell no, I'm not talking to whatever, but you have to speak your truth. When you speak your truth, that's how you break a spell. And cleanse. Cleansing is so important to spirituality, cleansing, because everyone wants to sit there and do work on others. They want to affect your life and ruin your life. It's like you have to know how to cleanse yourself spiritually, and you can do that on your own. Do that on your own. Spiritual hygiene. Like, make sure your spirit is clean, your mind is clear. Once you start having these kind of crazy thoughts, be like, that is not my thoughts. Rebuke that energy. That is not my energy. Don't accept that energy. Be like, what the hell is going on? I don't think like this. You know what to do. Cleanse, light your sage, your incense, like whatever helps, like whatever works for you, do it. Just do it. And it doesn't matter what anybody else is saying to you, or they're gonna start calling you names. Be like, you know what? But I'm not fucking cursed. I'm free from this shit, and I can move forward, and I can do what the hell I want to do, and I'm gonna be all right. And that is all. That is all. But stay consistent with your things. That's all I wanted to say. Just stay consistent with your cleansings and your return to senders, because they do work and the spells do break. Spells break. Spells break, because these people doing all this stuff. They want to get your name, they want to know your birthday, they want to know where you at, and they want to know all this stuff about you, and they want to put you in jars and shit, bury you. They want to do all this shit to you, and you could free yourself from all this shit and just stay focused on yourself, on your cleansing, on your own life. Don't care about these people. Don't think twice about these people. Cleanse yourself, focus on yourself, and do your return to senders. All you need is one, right? Return to sender, return to sender. Those three words: return to sender, return to sender on the candle. That's all it has to be on there. And you have a return to sender. And whatever you speak, whatever you talk to your candle, that's what's gonna happen. Whatever you're putting out, that's what's gonna happen. You know? Stay positive, stay positive, vibe high, and keep moving forward. You didn't die, right? You all right? You still here. Leave it love. Bye.